Don't allow fear to hold you back from trying things out, from investing.
How can you prepare for new when you still got the old?
If that's the only way that's out there for you to invest and try to make money, don't take what
I think it's a better way. I think
don't take what you don't have.
Yes, don't take what you don't. Yeah,
take what you are willing to lose.
You said you learn the game. You're learning how to do things. You learn how to make these smart investments. Then your loss will become few.
It's about how much you make, but how much you
keep and grow.
Let's chill. Hello, bonjour, hola, sanibonani.
Namaste. What up, Chapter of Chillers? Yes, it's your boy, Coach LJ, your supportive friend. And I'm with my best friend, my business partner, my awesomeness, the one and only Lady Caesar. Yes, she is in this. Yes, you know we bringing that fire each and every week. Yes, you know. And are you ready for another empowerment, transformative episode of Chilling with the Chaplins on today? So, let's get started.
Right. So last week, if you viewed our last week's video last Friday, if you haven't, go check it out.
Go check it out. Yes.
So we journeyed through the art of unlearning,
relearning,
and implementing what you've learned.
Yes.
Right? And growth, and then just press and repeat that. And I took a lot of nuggets out of that, and It was a great episode. Do check it out if you have not. And by doing that, a lot of questions popped up in our minds. And one of them was actually this question that we're about to ask: how many of us are still chained to old beliefs about money that limits our potential for success and happiness? How many of us are still believing what our grandmothers said, our parents told us, what we heard around our neighborhood, what we heard around school, what
church.
we heard around church? I think I need to say church again. What we heard around church, because those pastors will be scaring you with it when it comes to money. You're like, money, this. And are we ready now to unlock those secrets for a prosperous life? Because when we change the way we think and unlearn what we've learned, then we are opening ourselves up for a bigger, brighter future.
Yes.
If we are opening ourselves to changing the way things have been set up because of our mouths and our mindsets. So let's journey together and and discover how we can interact with money now.
Yes.
Because I mean,
money can be our friend.
Listen,
money can be our friend.
Money is my best friend.
Yes, money can be our friend.
Nothing wrong with saying that.
Yes.
Because people will be like, oh, she's worshiping money. Oh, This is how the rich think. This is how the wealthy people think. Because they have been taught not.
They have
to
a
be
relationship
afraid.
with it.
Right, and they've been taught not to be afraid of money. And treat money as your friend, and treat money
with respect.
With respect. Because money is it has feelings.
Yes.
You can speak to it.
Yes, you can.
It has ears. It's an energy.
Yes, it is.
It's a spirit.
Okay, I thought it was a thing.
There's so much. There's so much into those notes.
Yes.
That we take lightly. That's why people even make money rituals. People are able to take the notes and do something crazy with them, or do something, because money listens. Money can hear. Money is able to respond. And even how our mindsets have been made, I want to say aligned, but how our mindsets have been made to accept money to be what it's not. That's why money relates to us in a way that it relates to us today. Because that's how we were brought up, and that's what we believe.
Yes.
So today, in this episode, we will deep dive into your wallet.
Dive deep
into your pocketbooks. But we won't be taking your money away.
No.
We won't be asking you to give us 10%.
No.
We won't be asking you to give us first fruits. But we can ask you to press the thanks button. We can ask you to press the like button, and that's not taking any money, right? We can ask you to subscribe, all right, to this podcast. But rather than that, okay, we want to help transform on how, like I've already mentioned, how we view and handle money, right? So get ready as we debunk the money myths and bad habits that have been holding us back for many years.
Many decades.
Listen,
Since slavery.
We're talking about something that we've been through.
Yes.
And we realize that we've been not seeing our prosperity or our the abundance coming financially because of that we thought we had let go of these myths, but actually we hadn't. So that's why we're working on them and starting to see a change in our finances. Doors are starting to open up because why? We've worked on our mindset. We are continuously working on our mindset because guess what? It takes years to unlearn things you learned 40 years ago.
Yes.
So, but it doesn't mean that it cannot change. And hence, that's why we have this podcast, because we want to help those of you who are still stuck in the past and thinking, oh, but that's how my grandmama used to do it. Sure. Did it work for your grandmama? Heck no. That's why you are in a financial rut today, right? So we want to change that. And it just takes a little tweaking here and there. And you changing the
Minor
way you
adjustments,
see,
right?
And you changing the way you see money, view money, talk about money, think about money, react around money. Because, oh my God, some of us, I know for a fact with me, before I learned about this, I used to feel so uneasy just talking about money. I used to feel like people are judging me. I used to feel like, oh no, don't talk about that right here. That's a private conversation. Why? Money makes the world go round.
Yes.
The Bible even says that.
Money is the answer to all things.
Right? Right? You just read my mind, right?
Money. Another scripture also, the Bible, and Jesus even said this. He said, be good stewards.
Yeah.
Be good stewards of your finances. Be good stewards of what was given unto you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So buckle up. Let's get into this game.
I was paraphrasing as well.
Right. I'm calling it a game changer episode because if you take what we say, you will definitely get started the right way. Because especially Black and brown communities, listen, we've been told things, and that's why we wonder, why are the white people winning and we not? Because they were taught differently from what we were taught.
Yes.
Around that dinner table, conversations in a black family, brown family, and white family are totally different. But guess what? We are the generation that can turn that around. We are the generation that are here to break chains. We are the generations that are here to break any generational curses. We are the generations to change mindsets. We are the generations to make a stand and make things happen. So come along.
The generation of millionaires.
And billionaires.
First generation millionaires.
Right. So our topic today is breaking the bank and transforming your money mindset and wealth habits. Because oh my God, we have many of those that we need to bust break and crush. Right.
Yes.
So let's talk about the myths.
Yes.
Myth busting 101. What are the myths that you heard?
I want to say that before we can break free of the money or wealth, we gotta get rid of the myths. We gotta get rid of the myths, the things that you heard, the things that you learned, everything about money. Throw it out the window. We said last week, unlearning. This is what we're doing. We unlearning. We throwing those things that we heard about money. Everything that you heard about money, throw it out the window.
Everything that's negative.
And negative, yes. Everything that's negative.
If you heard the good,
yes, don't throw it. But all the negative you heard about money, throw it out the window. Mostly we heard negative growing up. So before we can break free and break in the bank, we have to get rid of those myths. We have to. We have to deal with that.
Emptying the trash can before you put in new trash.
Yes.
That makes sense. Before you put in before you put in a plastic bag, a clean plastic bag.
Yes.
You gotta throw the old trash. I mean the full trash out.
Yes.
In order for you to be able to start filling the trash can again or whatever. Or maybe that was a bad example. It's like emptying wineskin.
Mm-hmm.
With
Old wineskin,
wine
old wineskin with new
wine,
wine.
because the two cannot
Yeah, they
mix.
can mix. Yes, because you can't. How can you prepare for new when you still got the old? When you still got old information. When you still got old old wineskin. How new it? Like the scripture said, it's gonna bust because you're trying to mix them together. So it's gonna bust open. So you can't get ready for new things and new wealth when you're still stuck on the old.
And
When-
not
when-
believing
when you-
that, and also not believing that you deserve it.
Yes, yeah, that's good.
Not believing that the pie is big enough for everyone.
Yes.
Not believing that God and the universe, or whatever that you call your higher power, wants it for you. Because he says, I've come to give you life, and life in its
More
abundance.
Yes. Did he
Which
really
means
believe
we
that?
are not supposed to lack in
No,
this
no
world.
lack, no
But
lack.
we live in so much lack because we have not believed the scripture as it is.
Yes.
We've taken it and thinking, no, that's for certain people. Or we say it so often that it's like a song to us.
Yeah.
You know, we don't.
It's like a religion.
Right? And we don't take it to heart that God was actually talking to us.
Yes.
So Jesus said, I've come to give you life,
Yes.
and life in its abundance.
Yes.
And he says, through everything else, this is what I wish for you, that you may
Prosper and be in good health.
That's it.
Even as your soul prosper. And so the myths that we heard, money don't grow on trees.
Tell us some of the myths that you heard growing up.
One of them is
Money
is the root of all evil. They love saying that.
How about-
Misquoted the scripture.
How are money and morality don't mix? People who have money are not moral.
Yeah.
Oh, those rich people, they're very evil.
Yes, they're very evil.
Because money, and if you can't have money and be a good person.
Yeah, and the thing is, they taking the scripture out of context because some of the stuff they're going by, the rich young ruler, because he didn't make it, because he didn't want to give up his goods or whatever, and Jesus said, "Oh, that's why the
camel.
it's going to be hard for the rich to make it in because." But he's not saying you can't make it in. It just say it's hard, especially when you love money, and it's not that your money is the root of all evil, because money is not the root of all evil. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. And so if you have the wrong motives or the wrong relationship with money, yes, it's going to derail you. You're going to do things that you're going to sell yourself out, as we see in the industry. Some people changing their values for money, because they feel like, what? They expect a bigger bag, or they're like, I can get $1 million if I do this, and they sell their souls because of that love of money. And so we trying to tell you, you want to have the right relationship with money. When you have the right relationship with money will come to you without even selling yourself.
How about money is not important? I don't care about money.
Yeah, that's enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Money is very important.
That's a cop out.
Right? Because I'd rather have problems in a mansion than have problems in a shack.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
I'd rather have problems driving a Mercedes Benz
than the hoopty.
Listen.
Than the hoopty.
Because me having to think about my car breaking down and having to go out and push, that's giving me more stress and high blood pressure than I need. Okay?
Yes.
Rather, let me just go in my
Mercedes.
I'm trying to
Tesla.
think of my Tesla, okay, or my Maserati,
Body, okay.
And
Or
don't
your
have-
Bentley.
Listen, and don't have to think. But now you got this secondhand car that's about to break down, and you're thinking about that. You're thinking about it. You're still paying on it as well. It's just a lot.
Yeah. What about you don't need to have 2 cars?
Does that have to do with money?
Yeah, because they feel like, why you need 2 cars, or
Because I can.
why you need 2 houses for? These all money things. That's why you got all that money. Why you got to have 2 cars, and why you got to have 2 houses?
Because they want to say money is evil. Money is evil.
Once you give your money away, once you give your money away, but
people with money are selfish.
yeah, people with money are selfish.
Money doesn't
They
grow on
always
trees.
they always spend it. They always spend it on the cars or whatever. Yeah.
Money doesn't grow on trees.
Money don't
Have you
grow
heard
on
that
trees,
one?
yeah.
Being wealthy is scary.
Being wealthy is scary.
And money is scarce. People say that. Oh,
Money is what?
money is scarce. It's not for everyone.
Oh, man, money is scarce. Yes.
Just be frugal.
Yes.
Just don't overspend.
Oh, yeah, don't overspend.
That money, that it's not gonna come back. Okay, we don't we.
Money is made to spend, by the way. But you want to spend it the right way, as we're going to talk about.
Money will not bring me happiness. Listen, money will bring me happiness. It will, because it will take me to a massage therapist if I need to. I don't have to think about it. It will take me on vacation if I need to.
Yes.
Listen, it will buy me the things that I need to make life easier. Whatever.
Yes. And right now, as we're going through these myths, just think about it. Just begin to ask yourself these questions. Have you heard these myths? You know, have you heard these myths? Because the thing is, it's a cop out, because a lot of times they don't have the money, so they don't want you to have the money. Or a lot of times, you know, pastors, or sometimes they feel like, oh,
not pastors only, but also.
I know. I'm just saying, but in the church, that a lot of times they don't talk about it because, or priests, because they don't want you to get messed up or whatever. But I feel like, you know what? If they're gonna get messed up, they're gonna get messed up. You know, if you preach it or not preach it. So, you know, I think you should teach the whole Bible and not half the Bible.
Right.
Yeah.
And one last one that I'd like us to actually just talk through about is that saving only, because that's what Black and brown people think, that just saving only is the only way to wealth.
Yes.
I mean, that is wrong in so many ways.
Yes.
Saving is good, yes, but there's other ways to actually
gain wealth. Yes.
Yeah.
There's other ways to, and you're right, because people even put under they bed, like they don't want to put it in the bank. They rather the
bank is gonna take up my money with all those fees.
Spar webs, and they dying, and then somebody else get the money. They passed on. Somebody else bought the house, and they found the money, and they left all that money for somebody else when they could enjoy the money, but because.
So we are saying today that saving alone is not enough. It doesn't build wealth. But what builds wealth is smart investing.
Yes.
You see, most multi-millionaires and billionaires, they have invested in the stock market, in bonds, in property,
real estate, yes.
You know, in things that they
intellectual
know
property.
They're gonna have a return on. Sometimes you won't see the return. In fact, most times you won't see the return instantly. You just gotta be patient with it. You know, I shared in one of our episodes that I had gotten some money, and I realized that there was a way to save in one of the South African banks where you can save money, a certain amount of money, without being taxed.
Okay.
So you can just put it in the bank and leave it there and forget about it. And every time you come back, you see like, every month, depending on how much you put in, and it has a very nice interest.
Okay.
You come back, you're like, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's not that 1% or 2% that you it's like a nice percentage.
Yeah.
So I came across a bit of money beginning of last year, I think, or mid last year. And I'm like, okay, this was South African rands. I'm like, if I change this into dollars, this is going to be nothing, okay? So I was like, okay, let me just put in there, and because you never know, rainy days. And I've been smiling every time I open my bank account. I'm like, okay. It's because that's what we have to have a mindset of, that put money aside and not even think about touching it. We want to invest and we want to go, and every chance we get, we want to get it, put our hands in that piggy bank. Then you won't see it multiply.
Yes.
Because the main important thing is what we always talk about is compound
interest. Yeah.
How do you see compound interest when you keep
digging in?
Putting in.
Yeah.
You know, so smart investing is the way to go.
Yes, smart investing is the way to go. And smart investing, and now with because the savings account, if you put it in the regular savings account, that's not smart investment, because that's only penny of a dollar. It's 0.0002. So you're not really seeing no interest. So now what you smart investor, you want to put in the savings account, you want to put in a high interest savings account.
Like the one I have.
High interest earned savings account, like Acorn. Acorn is one. Like Acorn, you got Chime. Chime have a saving account.
Like even like if you're not American, I'm not sure about American banks if they have this option.
Yes.
I don't remember what it's called. It's this I did with the South African bank. They you can put in like a certain amount of money tax free, and the interest rate is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's about 6-7%. Can you
Okay.
imagine getting
That's an
that?
IRA.
It's not an IRA. It's just saving money.
It's a
And
savings
it's not
account.
a savings account.
Okay.
I forgot the name, but my point of the matter is, because I'm not trying to promote the bank or
Yes,
the
yes,
services,
yes,
but my
yes.
point of the matter is, look into your bank. They might have something
Yeah.
that's not savings, but where you can stash money away and it just multiplies.
Yeah, because I know there are some banks in America as well. They
I
have
think credit unions mainly.
they do have 4%. I know Capital One have a saving account. It's like 3.5%,
That's
4%
pretty
interest.
good.
That's pretty good. Savings account. So that's like a regional bank that you could walk into. You know, Chime is an online bank. Acorn is an online financial institution, but Capital One is a bank, a regional bank that you go walk into that has 3.5%, 4% interest. So you do want to check your regional bank, your bank accounts, and begin to see, and even Google search. You know, take advantage of Google search.
Because it doesn't have to be complicated.
Yeah, don't have
to
to
save
like.
and to
Let's just
invest.
say, what's the best savings account that have a high interest
interest rate.
earn? Yeah. So you know that's because you want to do smart investing, and then also smart investing, not just saving alone. Smart investing is buying things that's worthy to be bought.
Right. Also, it's not enough just earning a lot of money, because you see some people saying,
Yeah.
"I made 100,000 last year. I made 200,000," and they have nothing to show.
Yes, they are not. Yeah.
You know. So what's important is the key is how you manage your money. We're not saying that be frugal.
Yes, we're not saying.
We're not saying that don't enjoy life while you're still on earth, because the truth of the matter is, this is heaven on earth.
Yes.
You're gonna, if you work hard, you're gonna play hard.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
gonna enjoy.
But you budget.
But then you don't do it
Yes.
haphazardly. You know, think into it. Don't get yourself into unnecessary debt or trying to prove to the Joneses that you can as well. But enjoy.
Yes.
You know, because tomorrow is not guaranteed.
It's not
right?
guaranteed.
But be wise with it as
Yeah,
well.
because you know you don't have to earn more to enjoy life. You can make $100,000, especially
Or
depending
less.
where you live in. Especially if you it depends where you live at. Of course, if you live in New Jersey, New York, California, places like that.
100,000 is nothing.
Yeah, there's 100,000 nothing. You need about $300,000 to live comfortably.
comfortably.
Yes, you need about 300,000 to live comfortably. But you're in places like Pennsylvania, you're in places like the Midwest, some of the places in the Midwest. Then yes, you could live off $50,000, $100,000 a year, because why? It's cost of living is less.
lower,
So
yeah.
so the thing is, but even when it's because you can make $50,000 and still enjoy life, but about smart spending. It's about budgeting for the thing that you want. You want to go on vacation, you budget for it. Yeah.
So, okay, what was that? So if you think saving alone will make you rich, think again, because it won't.
It won't.
Okay, there's many other ways that can actually get you to that wealth bracket. Because we're not talking rich, we're talking wealthy.
Yes.
Because rich goes away. Rich is temporary. Wealthy is like forever. That's
Forever.
for generations to come. So what if I told you that wealth isn't just about saving, right? But it's about how you make your money work for you.
Yes.
You have a lot of people who have passive income. Start a YouTube channel.
Yes, start a YouTube channel.
This is passive income.
Yes.
We do these recordings in our spare time. We still have our little things going on the side, our jobs, our businesses, and we've got this as an extra passive
income. Yeah, until the business grow.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a business, but like I said, this is like a side hustle until it grows. And then we could transition from a side hustle to a full-time business.
Right.
But the thing is, though, especially now, and I think we're gonna even do an episode about it, because the creative economy is like one of the best ways to make money. Because with the creative economy, they say within the next 5 years, it's multi-billion dollars going to be spent in the creative economy. So you want to jump in now into the creative economy so that you could build up that audience.
Creative economy.
Creative economy, yeah.
I'm like thinking, what is it talking about?
Creative economy, yes. So you want to build like we in it right now, but we building up the audience. So when the time comes, we'll be part of that.
And don't be
multi-billion.
discouraged by how slow the numbers are growing
No.
and stuff like that. You never know when your day will come.
You never know.
They say, let opportunity meet luck.
Luck, yeah.
Right? Let the opportunity meet you while you are in the process and in the trenches while
Yes.
working on it. Don't wait for, let me wait until I make it.
No,
Let
don't wait.
I make it meet you along
Yes,
the way.
let it meet you along the way. And like I said, and whatever you want to do in life, just get started. Just do it. And guess what? Just build the foundation. Build the foundation. Start small. And like I said, and just keep working every day. Keep grinding. And like eventually, luck will meet opportunity. Eventually, you will get to and that's how you got to see it. You got to see your life. You got to see your business. You got to see your career as a journey, as a marathon, and not a sprint.
And not competing with the others.
Yes,
Be in your own lane.
Not compare yourself. Yeah, be in your own lane. Yes, work, do your thing. Like I said, even the scripture said it best. He said the race is not given to the swift, the slow, the fast, the weak, the strong, but it's given to those who endure to the end. Those who work their race, those who they stay in their lane, and you just work your
When they say
thing.
put your head down,
Yeah.
and
You put your head down.
dig your heels deep,
And you put the blinders on, and you work. And guess what? By you enduring, you stay consistent. You don't quit. You don't give up. Then eventually your day will come.
Absolutely. And then I want to say, spend smart, not
less.
Okay. When we say not less, we are saying don't be frugal.
Frugal, yes.
Okay?
You don't have to be frugal.
Don't be penny pinching.
Yes.
You see, there's a video that I saw of Trump in a black church. Oh, in the black church, they're going to have that basket going around. And they're going to take it to the president. And he was president at that time. And he went into his wallet. He went into his pocket. And he had like a stack of 20s.
Yeah.
And instead of just putting that whole thing, because the man can afford it, he's a billionaire, right? He went through them, and he only counted $40 out of a stack. And he thought nobody was seeing. People are gonna. The cameraman is not dumb. They're gonna zoom into you. All right, you're president after all. Who's claiming to be a billionaire, right? And he just took $40, about $40 or so, out of that stack. He put the stack back in the pocket and put it in his foot, and he just kept quiet and looked ahead. Mm-hmm.
It's been smart, he's saying. I gave something.
Well,
I gave something.
He has the money.
I know, but I gave something.
But my point is, he's spending smart.
He's been smart. He's been smart.
So let's understand.
Cause like, y'all remember, he do give to his charity, to the things. Y'all remember, he probably there just to visit.
But he was there for something.
Yeah, he was there for something.
He was there to gain votes.
Yes.
So why can't he give a nice donation?
I guess you're right.
But we're not talking politics, okay? But let's get back to this. Understanding the value of mindful spending over just penny pinching.
Yes.
I feel like he was penny pinching. Yeah, I'm going back.
He was penny pinching.
Yeah.
He was penny pinching.
Yeah. But I think if you see the value, you will.
Yes,
pay.
if you see the value, and right, I guess you didn't see the value in that church. Like but I guarantee.
And he didn't know that the cameraman was going to zoom in. That cameraman was not.
He didn't know the cameraman was going to zoom. Yeah. But here's the thing: you want to, like I said, you want to spend smart, not less. That means you don't have to be cheap. It's about being smart in your spending.
And you don't have to be extravagant too.
Yes, you don't have to be extravagant. You don't have to get the Jordans.
Right?
You can just get a pair of sneakers.
And I always say to people, like, I love brands. I love quality. I love
as they're the best.
Things.
Quality is the best.
But what I do is I balance things out. I will buy no name, and I'll buy brand names. And when I get dressed, I switch it all up.
Well, y'all women, y'all can get away with that though.
We can.
Yeah, y'all get away with it. Yeah, y'all look good.
But even men can. But the thing is, you just
Yes,
you need
men
to
can
know
too.
how to play around with
Yes.
it. You can get a pair of shoes for $20, for example, and wear a $100 dress.
That's true too.
You know, you can wear a dress from the thrift shop. You know, that's worth $300. The original price, you got it for $50, for example. You know, and wear $50 shoes. But you can. What my point is, you can switch it up, and even if you're spending smart, is going on the sales rack and buying there. It's the same quality clothes in the same store, but you're getting it from the sales rack because why? You're saving thousands that you're going to spend, and So think things like that. You don't have to buy full price.
Yes, you don't have to buy full price.
But at the same time, weigh your options.
Yeah,
because some people will say, "What if I don't find it? What if I don't find the item that I want on a sales rack?" Good point. You can, if you can afford it, buy it, but don't go into debt because you want that item.
Don't go into debt, but it's saying not less because you could get an expensive item but you being smart with your spending, and even like with your education, even with personal development, you want to spend smart, not less. Because if it's worth it, why not? If it's valuable, why not? Your mind, if the mindfulness is valuable, why not? So you don't have to save on something that is valuable. Especially if you see the value in it.
Yeah, because
it's about value. I think that it's all about the value and what you're purchasing. The value and what you purchase. If it's value, this is the thing, and so you got to begin to ask yourself, is it going to help me?
So tell me about a person like yourself who's a coffee addict, latte addict.
Yes, latte addict.
Who goes into the coffee shop daily to buy his latte, which is about $7-8 daily.
No, it's not. This is not Starbucks.
Whatever. Calculate that. How much is that a week? How much is that a month?
It's like
how much
it's
is
42.
That a year?
I spend about $45 a week.
And can you imagine if you save that?
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So me bringing it up, especially because it's a real life example with LJ, is that think about just swapping that with a good coffee maker.
Yes, you'll save a lot more money. You're right. You'll save a lot more money.
And take the extra because you've been spending it daily and go spend it.
Yes.
And go invest it.
That is a good example of spending smart and not less because, the coffee maker might be $200. A good quality coffee maker might be one time $200, right? Spending smart. You're not spending less because at one time it's a good bit amount of money. That coffee drink is $6 a day, right? $6 a day, $200. But guess what?
In the long run.
In the long run, you're saving money because you're only spending $200 once.
Once off. Yeah.
That's $6. I just sold $42 a week. Guess how much I got to $200 in a month. So now you do that. You calculate for 12 months. 12 months, that's like $1,000.
And people don't see it because it's like little money at the time, but it's actually it adds up.
So even like,
and when you get there to coffee thing, you don't just buy coffee. You want like a donut.
Yeah.
You want like a bagel. You want some of those confettis.
Yes.
And
just like with anything, sometimes like when you see the monthly subscriptions and you got the yearly subscription, the yearly subscription is cheaper. It's more money up front. It's more. You're spending more up front,
but it's usually discounted.
It's usually discounted, and you're usually saving your money in the long run. So, especially if the discount is like 30%, like the coffee maker, and that's like a huge savings. That's like 80% savings. So if it's like more than 40% savings, then it's good to get the annual subscription. It's good to get these type of subscriptions because you are you spending smart and not less. You're not being cheap, but you're saving because you saving smart.
Right. So moving on. Investment mindset.
Yes, let's have this investment mindset. Yes, because fear holds us back. Fear holds us back for a lot of things.
What if I lose my money?
What if I
Guess
lose my
what?
money?
We've lost it too, honey.
Yes.
And we're still investing.
Still investing.
I think of the couple of investments that I've done that went bad.
I did a lot.
Do you know something called ipanoi, aeroplane? Ipanoi in Zulu, aeroplane in English.
Airplane English. Come on, tell me this story. I didn't know about this.
Pyramid schemes in business language.
I've been in them too.
We have a lot of those in South Africa, like lots. And I have friends, like friends, who have become millionaires through that. And you think, well, if she got been able to be a millionaire, what's going to stop me? But every time it comes to you, girl, the aeroplane is just about to crash.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't stop me from continuing to try.
Yes.
Because even my two friends that are millionaires through those things, they had to lose money over and over again for a couple of times. And they ended up learning the game and finally got it. And guess what? They made good money out of it. So whatever money that they lost came back. My point is, I'm not saying...
I don't like them pyramid schemes, though.
I'm not saying go and do pyramid schemes.
Yes.
That's the only way that's out there for you to invest and try to make money. Don't take what
I think it's a better way. Don't
take what you don't have.
Yes, don't take what you don't. Yeah.
Take what you are willing to lose. Yes. It's more like gambling.
Yes.
And sometimes you win and win big.
Yeah.
But sometimes you lose and lose
big. Yes.
So be prepared to lose that money when you're putting it in, because some people will say, "But that's the only thing that's at my disposal."
And it goes back to point two.
That can make money quick.
Yeah, it goes back to sportsmen and not less, because sometimes these is low entry barriers, and they feel like, oh man, that's the only thing that I could do, and like
with a great
investment, but it's a bigger risk. You're not gonna. You might.
That's why I'm saying be ready to lose money.
Yeah, be ready to lose money, because the entry to barrier is a lot easier. That's how they get you in, and that's how they sometimes
they call you. They sell you saying, "Oh, it's 300%."
Yeah,
you have to really look at it. They say 300%. Who gives you 300%?
Exactly. Yeah, and you got to really look at these things and see if they're credible, and you got to.
Of course,
you got to see. You got to check them out, and a lot of these scams. I call them scams.
Pyramids.
Yeah, pyramid scams. They're scams. A lot of these things don't work.
But a lot do.
Some people, but you got to lie. You got to connive. You got to cheat. You got to do a lot, and you're not that type of person. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like me, it won't work for me. I can't see myself cheating people for money.
But it's not really cheating in some cases. Some cases they just say you join.
Most cases though,
99.9%
is
maybe it works differently in America, first world country, than in a third world country, because I know people who have actually been able to make a good living out of it. Like I said, I'm not promoting it, but what I'm saying is whatever that's at your disposal, do your due diligence. Okay.
Now, network marketing is different than the Ponzi schemes.
Of course, network marketing is totally different because that's a business.
That's a business, yes.
You're recruiting people to sell a product.
Yes, to sell a product.
When there's no product to sell,
yes.
You know that's a pyramid scheme.
That's a pyramid scheme, yes.
But also, if you want to engage in it, be prepared to lose.
Lose, yes.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Here's the thing, because investor mindset, because even like you're talking about, we lose a lot. And I want to give an example, because one of the examples I would like to give is when I invested $5,000. I invested $5,000 into this training course to be on this bus ride to learn real estate. Invested $5,000. The guy knew he was going to go under and still accepted people money. He didn't care if you don't give it to him. He didn't care. And so I invested $5,000. Because I'm like, man, I'm going to learn real estate. I'm going to learn. He's going to show you the ropes. You're going to get on this bus and you're going to see the profit. You're going to see how you do it. So, I'm like, I'm going, and was in Florida as well. I'm going to get a chance to go to Florida. So, I'm like, I'm going to do it. Boy, I gave my money probably a week later. I'm like, where's the trip at? It's not happening. What? So, that money down the drain. Now, I could, if I had a bad mindset, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah, I'm not taking chances.
I'm done. I'm not taking no more chances. I'm not. But that's what happened when you're in business or when you're investing. You're going to lose a whole lot before you win. If you listen to every successful business person that was in business or still are in business, they say they lost multiple times. They lost a lot before they gained. So you're gonna have to and you're gonna lose a lot. You're gonna win some. You're gonna lose, and you're gonna lose a whole lot more. But eventually, as you you learn the game. You're learning how to do things. You learn how to make these smart investments. Then your losses become few. Your losses will become few. But in order to get to that stage, you're gonna have to lose in the beginning a whole lot because you have to learn it.
Be prepared.
Yeah,
Some
be prepared.
People don't. Some people are just fortunate like that. You know, they put in one go and boom. But some people, they not.
Yeah, but you know what though? Even though they get in one go, this is why they lose it. Because a lot of times they didn't learn the process, they didn't gain no experience.
Sometimes you have to go through.
You gotta go through. Yes, you gotta go through that process. And if you get it in one shot, this is why they lose it a lot of times because they don't know how to handle it.
It's like lottery winners.
It's like you don't know how to. They lose it.
Majority, not all. Majority of them, they lose it after having won because they don't know how it was earned.
They don't know how to earn. It was earned. They don't know how to. They don't know how to invest it. They don't know how to keep it. So they lose. They do foolishly, and so this is why a lot of times, you get in one go, but a lot of times you probably lose it most likely.
But having said all of this beautiful stuff, don't allow fear to hold you back.
Yes.
From trying things out, from investing, from doing things that could potentially make you wealthy.
Yes. Don't allow fear because even the scripture. I love the Bible. It does say, He has not given us a spirit of fear, but love, power, and a sound mind. And because He know fear, when fear get hold on fear, limited belief, doubt, lack of confidence, all these things is it will hold you back. Fear is appearing real.
Something like that. Anyway,
something like that. But fear will hold you back.
I want to say, imagine turning $997 a year into a sustainable, scalable legacy business that will last you generations to come. This I'm saying because you can actually join and be part of the next opportunity window.
The 6-month mentorship bootcamp.
The 6-month mentorship bootcamp. You want to talk briefly about it?
Yeah, no, you could join the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. Imagine paying $997 today. When we're talking about smart and $997 today to turn your business into a sustainable, scalable business for generations to come. Building a legacy brand, building a legacy business. Like Rockefeller. These some of the legacy brands that have the trust. So when you understand how to do that, then you're able to be prepared and you're able to set yourself up and your family up for generations to come. Yeah, it's $997 right now or yearly, but guess what? That yearly income gonna pay dividends 5 years from now, 10 years from now, because you're building a sustainable, scalable business by knowing everything, by knowing about business and learning about business. Yeah.
It's not just taking that money and going to spend it on things that will not multiply it, right? So while we're there, I just want to remind you, Chaplain Chillers, to subscribe to our channel, okay? If you haven't, press the subscribe button because our analytics tells us that only 30% of you guys have subscribed to our channel. The rest that watch our videos have not. Why is that? Come on, do the right thing. It costs you 0.000 cents.
0.000 cents, yes.
It costs you 0 cents to
yes.
share. It costs you 0 cents to comment.
Oh, that's free.
It costs you 0 cents to subscribe. So if you haven't done so, do the right thing and make us smile and subscribe.
Yes, and share the video.
So let's talk about money as a tool, not a goal. Because some people look at money, I want to make this amount of money. Yes, that's good enough. But then you're saying that, but you don't have a plan about that money. So how are we making money a tool?
Yeah, shifting our focus from accumulating money to using it. Because it is a tool. It's not your enemy. It's a tool. It can be your friend. And so you shifting the focus to accumulate it, from it and begin to use it, but again, being smart, using it with smart investments, not being afraid to invest into the stock market, not being afraid to invest in real estate, because remember, smart spending is invested into a house and buying a house and renting and
You're paying somebody's mortgage.
Yeah, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. You helping their cottage.
You're helping their dream.
You helping their dream. You helping their cottage, their children to go to school and all these different things. Even work on your job. When you work on your job, you helping their children have a legacy. So but money.
But not everyone is meant to have a business. So.
Yeah, not everyone meant to. I agree.
Because some people prosper in corporate jobs.
Yes. Some people prosper in corporate job, but I think everyone should have a side hustle.
A little side gig.
Yes, everyone should have a side hustle because it's get you tax breaks. That's spending, saving on taxes. Because if you make it $200,000 a year, you're owing the government a whole lot of money.
I actually had a gentleman today. He's coming in. He makes over $100,000. He's single, no dependents. And I'm like, sir, I won't lie to you. You're going to always like, I know. Last year I owed the government over $6,000. I said, because you make too much money.
Yeah.
And you're single without any dependents. So in their minds, you don't need the money. You actually have to help the others who don't have the money to get money. He's like,
and they love you.
And they love you. He said, damn, is there a way that we can actually do it? Because he has indicated that he's from Africa. I said, oh, where? He said, Liberia. I said, okay, I'm from South. And he's like, Africa to Africa. He's now whispering, thinking that I can do something. I said, you don't want to do anything with the IRS, mess it up. There's just legal ways to go around him. And yes, I said, do you have a business? He said, no. I said, maybe that's something to think about because you could get a nice tax break from that. Because if it's not that, then you have to be a homeowner. You have to be, there's like certain things that the IRS is willing to give you credit for because you're making it easy on them in one way or the other. Being a business owner, you're putting less pressure on the economy by having that business that's profitable. So things like that, so in order for you not to pay the IRS that amount of money,
have a side hustle.
Have that side hustle.
If you make over $100,000, you make it $200,000, and you're single with no dependents, get a side hustle. Get a side hustle that profit. Invest in real estate. Do something like, okay, you know what? I'm investing in real. I'm gonna get a house or whatever. Because that's a tax break as well. And then you get another one. Now you got a business. You get an LLC, and then so definitely.
But I want us to look at money this way, where we're not seeing it as an ultimate prize, but actually seeing it as a tool to unlock our dreams.
Yes.
Something that can actually take us from point A
to point B.
No, to point Z.
To point Z.
I
like that. Okay.
Something that will enable us to actually live the life that we are meant to live.
Yes.
And to actually also make a difference.
A real difference. A real difference.
Because how do I help you when I am in lack as well? One lady once said, and I will paraphrase. She said, the one thing that she's always wanted to achieve was getting out of poverty, is by not being one of the poor people. Because if I'm one of the poor, how do I come back and help the poor?
Yeah.
Because you can only be a blessing when you are blessed, right? Yes. So our only way out of poverty is not being poor, but being able to go and plow back to the poor and make a difference.
And the only way we can not be poor is by changing our mindset towards money. Because if you have a bad relationship with money, then money is not going to come to you. It's going to run.
And some of the things that
or you're not a good steward of money. It's not going
to stick.
It's not going to stick. It's just like what the scriptures say. If you have a bad relationship with money, you're going to have holes in your pocket. Why? Because you don't know how to use money. You don't know how to spend. You
don't even know how to talk to money.
You don't know how to talk to money. Money coming to me now in Jesus' name. But if you have a bad relationship, if you have a bad relationship with money, then you're gonna have holes in your pocket. If you're not a giver, then you're gonna have holes in.
Giving is one of the
principles. Principles
of making a return.
I'd rather for you to give your money into a church or to a charity or to someone than to buy a pair of Jordans.
Well, that's personal preference and personal choice.
I know, I'm just
'Cause
saying.
you can do both. You can buy yourself and treat yourself. To
No,
a
no,
pair
but
of
I'm
Jordans
saying, if you have an option to give
or to go buy
or to buy a pair of sneakers, I would rather give.
because
The money is coming.
You're
yeah,
planting a
you,
seed.
that compound interest. That compound interest. You playing that compound interest. You don't see it today, but it's compounded. It's gonna come back to you way more than what you gave. You're gonna the Bible said you're gonna reap what you sow, but not only that, you're gonna get double. You're gonna get
pressed down,
press down, shaking, running over. The same measure you meet, you're gonna be measured unto you again. So I'd rather to give than about purchase a pair of sneakers.
Correct.
You know, so like I said, if it's an investment, like if it's gonna make me money, and this is why you gotta weigh your options. You gotta count up the cost. I mean, this you gotta count. You know, okay, so if I pay for this course, if I get this mentorship boot camp, is it gonna help me in the future? And how soon can it help me? And here's the thing, because sometimes another thing too, sometimes we want to get in the business, but because we follow the cloud, we look at social media, and a lot of times some businesses, you gotta understand, some businesses takes longer to develop. A clothing brand, it takes time to build, and it's expensive. You know, some businesses is quick, you can make money right away. It's low cost. So you gotta count up the cost, and this is what we teach you in the boot camp, so that you know which business to get into, so that you can make money.
I mean, there's also various ways to invest your money, or rather to pay it forward with your money by supporting somebody's education.
Yes.
By helping your community, going back and sewing back. And that's how you'll see it. And most people who do that, they tell you that it's the best feeling ever.
Yes,
to be able
best
to
feeling.
see your money work for somebody else or help somebody else.
Yeah, the scripture we say is more blessed to give than to receive.
Absolutely.
And so when you are a giver, when you get a great joy because when you find your passion, when you find your purpose, and you're working in your purpose, you know, because a lot of times people that got success, they realize they still had this void. They still not complete. Why? Because they not fulfilling their purpose. They not doing that mission work. Huh? Self-actualization. Yes.
If you look at the Maslow.
Yes, the Maslow. Yes. So that's the part that's going to make them complete. And so
because they've achieved all these.
They achieved all the success, but that last one they're still missing. And then once they get that, this is when they get that greater joy. That now this is when they feel complete. And so
and money is no longer something that they yearn.
It's a barrier. It's no longer a barrier.
They have it. And money is now just a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Financial literacy is a lifestyle. Financial abundance is just part of them. Money follows them wherever they go. There's one lady in South Africa. Her little clip went viral. By her name is Kanyembao. She's money always loved her.
Yes.
And she knows it.
Yes.
She even named her dog Money.
Yeah.
So whenever she calls her dog, she says, "Money, come here, come here, Money."
Yeah.
And guess what? She's manifesting with that, right?
Yes.
She's affirming. She's making affirmation, and she says it.
Yeah.
That money loves me.
Yeah, money loves me.
Money comes to me. Money looks for me.
Yes.
Money will choose me among a crowd and say, "I want her."
Yes.
Because money is my best friend. Money it loves my smell. I love its smell. It will never ever run away from it because we align. We're in the same frequency wavelength.
Yes.
So let us treat money like that. Let us not be afraid of money, but let us make money our best friend.
Let's make it our best friend, and like I said, begin to use it wisely. Begin to do what you need to do. You know, whatever. If you got to invest in yourself, because a lot of times people like, man, I can't. That's a scarcity mindset. They know they want to grow. They know they want to do better. They know they want success. They want all the different things, but they don't want to invest into it. You know, because that scarcity mindset is holding them back and say, it's gonna cost me something right now. But you know what? You got to think it costs you a lot not to invest in it. You know, it's just like I love going back to scripture, because you know the scripture have a lot of nuggets inside it, the Bible, And David is when he had to go to the stretcher floor, right? He had to go to the stretcher floor because he done something wrong, and the person he had to go to Obershed to get the stretcher floor, and he wanted to give it to him for free, and David said, "No, I can't take it.
If it's
for
worth
free.
nothing, then it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. This thing that I gotta do right now, it costs me something. It costs.
And for me,
and
to
this is how you gotta see your
business.
This is how you gotta see your life.
I gotta pay for it.
I gotta pay for it. And this is how you gotta see your life. This is how you gotta see money. This is how you gotta see your investment. This is how you gotta see your education. This is how you gotta see you gotta evaluate, and you gotta say, I'm willing to sacrifice and invest today for the long term.
And most things that are free, we don't really value them, to be honest.
No, you're right.
We know we didn't.
No skin in the
we-
game.
Right? We know that we didn't work. We have nothing to lose.
You got nothing to lose. And when you're investing it, you don't go all in. You if you finish the course, you finish the course. If you don't, you don't. Why? You didn't pay for it. If it didn't hurt you, they say if your dream not big enough, then you need to get another dream.
If it doesn't scare you.
It don't scare you. If it don't scare you, that means your dream is not big enough. Why? Because you're not gonna probably put so much effort into it. But if it's scared, you like, man, how am I get that done? And you're gonna be willing to do whatever it takes to get that dream done.
Absolutely.
And how we make financial literacy as a lifestyle. One, embracing continual learning.
Right.
You gotta embrace continual learning. I'm an advocate for education.
Yes, Mr. PhD candidate.
Yes, you never stop learning. Even when I get my PhD, I'm still gonna learn. I'm never gonna stop learning because last year,
one thing we have in common.
Yes, last year information is outdated, so you gotta always stay fresh.
Yeah. Especially in this digital era.
Yeah, especially in the digital era, it's always
news that came
evolving.
out this morning is stale.
Yes, news.
We can't wait for the newspaper.
Yeah,
That's why there's no longer any newspapers.
It's still newspapers.
They're now online. Majority online.
No, they still newspapers.
How? Who's reading that?
It's people that read. You still got people. People still like the pages, turn the pages. Like me, I still like the pages. I like to read my Bible because I like to highlight. I still like to read books because I like to highlight the pages. But you got to continue in your learning. And now we got a big advantage today because we got podcasts. You can listen to financial podcasts to continue your financial literacy. Podcasts, articles, books, all these different things that's happened. So different articles, different journals, different podcasts that you listen to. So definitely you want to continue your education. Never stop growing because this is the only way you're going to become that wise and faithful steward over your finances by continue to adapt that abundant mindset with your finances so that you begin to be smart with your spending, and know how to spend your money wisely, with education,
so let's call that a wrap.
Let's go.
And I think that was a beautiful treasure chest of just nuggets on how to break free from our financial chains. On money mindset limiting money mindsets. What did I just say? Money limiting mindset.
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me. And also just step into a future for financial empowerment.
I like that empowerment.
Even though I'm almost choking and he laughs at me, that's the life I live.
No, come on, man.
Remember, Chaplain Chillers, it's not about how much you make, but how much you keep.
Yes,
and grow.
That's a key word. It's not. Say that again, please.
Not about how much you make, but how much you
keep and grow. It's not about how much you make.
You can make $50 a day versus $50 a week, $50 an hour, but still be able to save,
yes,
and grow.
Yeah, live good. Yeah.
Because most of us, we live above our means, and that's why we don't see the money.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
As soon as the paycheck comes,
it's gone. It's gone. it's gone. So the paycheck is
So we're
gone.
hoping that today's episode sparks a new flame in your financial journey. And don't forget, while you're doing that, while that flame is being sparked,
Subscribe. Share the podcast.
With your friends, enemies, and frenemies.
Yes, and follow us on the audio platform. Yes,
And tell us
leave
what
a
you think
review.
as well.
Yes,
Like,
please leave a review.
What's your take on what you just said? What's the money
Mindset.
No. Why you want to say this wrong words?
Okay.
What's the money limiting belief that you were brought up with, that you heard around within your household or within your community?
Yeah, tell us.
But while you do that, until then, we want to say stay mindful, stay awesome,
and keep chilling. Yes. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you check the next episode we have for you. Like we always say, we thank you for watching, and we're going to sign off with deuces.
Well, I want to say,
yes,
to a healthier, wealthier you.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Take care.
Peace.